The Ghana Chamber of Mines organized 94th Annual General Meeting with a vision to represent the mining industry in Ghana using resources and capabilities of its members to deliver services that address members, government, and community needs to enhance sustainable development in Ghana.
Who, until a few hours I thought it was 2 minutes, but the way it has indeed been a great honor and privilege serving the mining industry and the people of Ghana.
Speaking at the event was the outgoing president for Ghana Chamber of Mines, Mr. Eric Asabotain, said complementing the development efforts of the government should be member initiatives as he pass on the baton to the next president.
Through the initiatives of our member companies in our host communities and beyond, we have been at the forefront of leveraging the benefits generated from the mining industry to create enduring value for our stakeholders. My 4-year tenure as the 38th president of this chamber has provided me with the opportunity to steer my passion and that of my colleagues to bring about positive and instrumental change in the mining sector. As my tenure comes to an end today, I pass on the baton to the capable hands of Mr. Joshua Mototi. It does not, however, end my involvement in the activities of the chamber. Honorable Minister, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank members of the Council, the Executive Committee, the Chief Executive of the Chamber, and the staff of the Secretariat for their support. Working with you has been an absolute privilege, providing me with the opportunity to share ideas and also learn from you all. Whilst the mantle passes to government partners, the Chamber has worked with the Ministry of Finance on a framework that allows our member companies to finance the construction of roads in mining communities. We have since shared a memorandum of understanding with the Ministry of Finance and are awaiting feedback to enable us bring this worthy initiative to fruition. Thank you very much. Congratulations. This is for you.
Honor and pleasure to serve as the president of our beloved chamber.
Also speaking at the event was the incoming president of the Ghana Chamber of Mines, Mr. Joshua Motati, said the mining sector is the largest tax-paying sector that has made a significant contribution in the country GDP. That as a new elect president of Ghana Chamber of Mines, he assured the stakeholders, the government, to continue to follow in the footsteps of the predecessor and deepen the solid partnership that exists between the mine industry and the regulators.
The country with significant contribution to the country's GDP. It is also by a mile the largest contributor to the country's gross merchandise exports. The mining of other minerals besides gold, bauxite, and manganese.
According to the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Hon.Samuel Jinapor, at the event said the Mineral Commission have permitted companies who have already procured foreign insurance to operate with and also to take the necessary steps as a renewable stage to comply with the law.
At the renewable stage to comply with the law. I am also informed that the Chamber is collaborating with the Ghana Standards Authority in the development of standards for grinding media and electric cables. The Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources reiterates its commitment to support the Chamber in this engagement with private manufacturers to identify ways to support the operations of these manufacturers. Government, through the ministry, is also implementing policies and strategies to grow the mining sector. Key among these are: 1. Enhancing good governance of the sector through transparent and effective utilization of revenues. 2. Making deliberate efforts to integrate the extractive sectors into the rest of the economy. 3. Streamline the fiscal regime to make it mutually beneficial for both investors and government. And 4. streamlining of artisanal and small-scale mining. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am aware of the challenges with illegal small-scale miners on some of your concessions. Since putting together a joint committee chaired by the Deputy Minister, George Mwekujuka, MP, with the Chamber representative, this phenomenon has largely been brought under control, and I'm aware and certain that in the not too distant future, we will have a full grip of this menace. Mr. President, Chief Executive Officer, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, while the Chamber has contributed immensely to our economy, there continue to be a lot more for us to accomplish together. One of the critical objectives of the government of President Akufo-Addo is to build the full value chain of the mining industry and ensure that the industry have enough linkages and synergies with other sectors of the economy. In this regard, the Ghana Integrated Aluminium Development Corporation, GIADEC, and the Ghana Integrated Iron and Steel Development Corporation continue to be key anchors for realizing this noble vision of value addition and integration. In the short to medium term, government is committed to refining up to at least 30% of gold ore in the country on the sidelines of investing in African Mining Indaba, held in Cape Town last month. I had the opportunity to visit RAN Refinery, the only London Bullion Market Association Good Delivery accredited refiner on the African continent, and one of only 5 internationally recognized referees by the LBMA. I was pleased to learn that RAN Refinery was established by the South African Chamber of Mines almost a century ago, just about 30 years after the establishment of the South African Chamber of Mines. As you gradually approach your centenary celebration, my challenge to you is to see how we can have our own version of RAN Refinery here in Ghana. Such a refinery I have no doubt in the expertise and capacities of the members of the Chamber. I am certain that as we pursue new innovations and partnerships, we can all bring these expertise and capacities to bear and optimize the management and utilization of our mineral resources for the benefit of the Ghanaian people and investors alike. We all have a role to play in this, and the government of President Akufo-Addo stands ready to work with you to make this a reality. Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, it will be remiss on my part not to remind members of the Chamber, if there's anyone here who has not heard that Green Ghana Day is 7 days from today, that is June 10th. Government and I will count on the full support of the Chamber in this noble venture of our country. To serve as the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources and be responsible for the management and exploitation of the natural resources of our country, mineral resources being the key component of the natural resources of our country. I came to a very firm view, which in all modesty, I believe is an intelligent view. What is that view? That view is that if we are to build a viable, sustainable, robust mining industry in our country, which serve the Ghanaian people, who by all intents and purposes are the true owners of these mineral resources, and also secure the investment of investors and give them good returns, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, and for that matter, government, must be partners, must get into a true partnership, a partnership anchored in integrity, in good faith, in transparency with the Ghana Chamber of Mines. And that is, what are the problems confronting the members of the Ghana Chamber of Mines? That is my work. My work is to resolve your problems. My work is to make sure that we create a conducive environment for you to thrive. By road, he just drives there, and if Ouagadougou opens
According to the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Hon.Samuel Jinapor, said that the Ghana Chamber of Mines remain the strong anchor to depend on, irrespective of who is in charge as a president, in order to attract foreign investors to come to Ghana to invest their resources.
So that Ghana becomes an attractive destination. And that is why I'm going to resolve the issue of export license if it turns out that that is a major issue. Because at the end of the day, what we are seeking to do is to build Ghana into the mining hub of Africa, where the mining itself takes place here, the refinery takes place here, the service industry takes place here, the support services takes place here, the logistical infrastructure and everything is planted here in Ghana, so that the Ghanaian people and investors will get it.
Attested to the good work that we are doing, essentially based upon the vision that we have regarding how to leverage mining, for broad-based socio-economic development. And I'm so sure that because that vision is shared within the industry, irrespective of who becomes the leader of the chamber, i.e. the president, we will continue to actually strive to actually achieve that, attracting investment into not just Ghana, but within the sub-region. And that's where you need to really position yourself, because the whole world is actually going through a turmoil. It's actually running through most of the conversations in this conference. So how do you really position yourself so that you can become a big and not necessarily, discounting your living for the jurisdiction. So that instead of moving their investment into one particular jurisdiction, they will decide that Ghana is the place to be, and therefore they will want to bring their money, the US dollars, into Ghana to come. This is one major issue, and it goes beyond our sector ministry for this to be resolved. Already they have really helped us in a big way to ensure that we have police, providing security to the respective men, which is a good thing. But it goes beyond that, and our expectation is that we will continue to work with government to improve. One of the our expectations is that going forward we'll have a dedicated police unit, well trained to really understand the nuances of mining, so that they can give us the kind of protection that we need for us to continue to do our business.
Okay, the export license.
Tuesday, and hopefully right after that we should be able to have a resolution within a week or two. We should be able to have a resolution based upon his firm commitments. I think we heard him say that today, and we are so sure that he would actually honor what he's actually said to us. The mining industry, like I always said, is not just digging minerals out of the hole. It elicits a lot of development opportunities, and it is for us to put in place those mechanisms that would allow us to take advantage of those opportunities. Throughout the conference, we have been able to demonstrate that on the back of mining, we can't grow agriculture, we can't grow manufacturing. And it's important that we have deliberate plans. They should not just be ad hoc, but deliberate plans to be able to do that. And that's why we are leading the charge every step of the way. Our president spoke about our desire to have a plan based on our interaction with the University of Mines and Technology, which actually maps the opportunities between the mining industry and then the rest of the economy. That should be the backbone for us to identify the manufacturing and agricultural opportunities that are linked between the mining industry and the rest of the economy. We ourselves, we have done a few things. Mention can be made of the electric cables, our standards that we have established, a way of actually enhancing manufacturing on the back of mining. We've done something similar, which is practically ongoing, on activated carbon. The expectation is that that should also elicit growth in manufacturing and hopefully a growth in agriculture as well. Because our expectation is that if this blossoms, then you have a fully integrated sector where you have agriculture linked to manufacturing and then
Thank you for the good work you've done throughout the year under review.